Hello everyone, my name is GSM Wayne, and today I want to talk about budget 1911s. Now, if you're a little bit of a gun enthusiast like me, you'll know 1911s are very expensive. They're usually around $800 to about $3,000, if not more. But if you're also like me, not very, rich or anything, I think this would be a good video for you. Now, before I talk about, this 1911, I want to talk about the history of the 1911. Now, the 1911, as you know, was made in 1911, and it was used up till 1985. So it was used in World War One, World War Two, the Vietnam War, and the Korean War. Now, in 1985, this is when the 1911 got replaced by the 9mm M9 Beretta. Now, the reason why it was replaced is because at the time the gun was getting, very expensive to make, and also the ammo was also getting expensive too. And not only that, around the world, most militaries were starting to have to use the smaller calibers that held more ammunition in their guns. Where, as you can see right here on this mag, 8 rounds, that's still good. But at the time, most of these guns were going like 10 plus, rounds. Now, despite, the U.S. Army, replacing the 1911, they didn't make it obsolete in the civilian world. Even to this day, it is still a very, very good self-defense pistol. But even though it's still a good defense pistol, the one big problem for a lot of people is that it is expensive. Now, with this 1911, the Rock Island, focus there. There you go. Rock Island Armory 1911s. They are very cheap and very good quality. I think right now they're around $500, which I think is very affordable. But, most people see, a cheap 1911, $500, they think, oh, it ain't worth a damn. It ain't nothing. It ain't good. It's not expensive. It's probably breaking like a few shots. Now, from my personal experience with this 1911 that I had for 6 years, it has been very good and reliable. The only malfunctions I can think of is using a certain brand of ammo called Lawman. Now, Lawman was a little weird. It would failure to extract on the 1911, and the reason why I know it was the ammo itself because I got a M1A1 Thompson that shoots to 45, and it couldn't even fire it. Like, it hit the primer, but it doesn't go up. So it was definitely the ammo, not the gun. But despite that, I shot about maybe over 1,000 rounds to it, and that's probably the only malfunctions I had out of this in the 6 years I had it. Also, I do know there are, other brands of 1911s that are cheaply made too, that are still good, or at least that's what I've heard. Now, I don't know for sure, and I'm not 100% sure what those companies are, but I do know there's at least 2 other companies that make cheap 1911s. Now, because you got a cheap 1911, if you go out maybe to a like a gun show or something, you have this carrying around, you're not going to get no eyes on you or nothing. No one's going to comment on it or nothing, probably. And you might have that one douche that might be like, oh, my 1911's better because it costs $1,500 compared to your little $400, $500 1911. And I bet you, if you were to go to a shooting range and compete with them, you would do just as good, if not better, than that person with that Kimber, Smith & Wesson, or Colt 1911. Now, I hope that really helps you. My cat. Hey, buddy, what you doing? And sorry about that, my cat got in the way. But anyway, I wanted to make this video because I know there's some people out there that probably don't have as much money as I do. And, they like guns just as much as I do, if not more. And I thought, if you want a good self-defense pistol that's bigger than a 9mm, this right here is good right now. Probably the best I can think of. Like I said, there are 2 other, companies out there that do make cheap 1911s. Whether they're good or not, I'm not sure. And I know there's, I don't want to make this video too long because, I know Hickok 45, Demolition Ranch, Kentucky Ballistics, Brandon Herrera, and so on and so forth have made videos talking about the 1911. So I'll leave that as it may, and then I'll see you guys next time.